I'm really getting into making smoothies. I like them. They're easy, they're fun to make, and they're delicious. I really enjoy them. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make something a little bit different, and I'm still going to use my old blender. It works. You can use a standard kitchen blender, although a high-end blender like a Vitamix, mine is arriving on Monday, will make a better smoothie. I'm going to call these roughies because they're not quite as smooth as they should be. But today I'm going to do banana, avocado, and kale with other ingredients in there. So let's make a smoothie. Because I don't have a high-end blender yet, I need to chop up the kale first as best I can. So this is about 1 cup of kale leaves, chopped kale leaves. It's about 15 grams. And then I have 1.5 cups here of cold green tea. That's about 355 milliliters. I'm using green tea rather than water because there are nutrients in it. I'm going to put that on my blender and then chop that up on high. Get my lid on there, turn my blender on, and then high. All right, I've reduced that fairly well. A high-end blender would really reduce that down to a nice small consistency. Now, I'm going to put in a couple of medium bananas. And these bananas, you can see they're turning brown nicely. These are nice ripe bananas. You want them to be as ripe as possible because that's where the sweet flavor is going to come from. Chop those in. If you want a really cold smoothie, you can chop the bananas and put them in the freezer for 20 to 30 minutes to chill them down. So 2 medium-ish bananas. All right, there's my bananas in there. Get my mess cleaned up here. And I have 1 kind of small avocado. It's not a very big one. If you have the really big ones, I would use half an avocado, but I'm going to use the whole avocado here because it's not very big. So cut through it. Twist it open. Looks good inside. It's definitely ripe. Get the knife in there. Twist the pit out. And then spoon the avocado in there. If you got a really big avocado, as I said, put half in and then eat the other half. I love avocado. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, because I like to do it, some sort of seed. You can use chia seeds or flax seed. I'm going to use flax seed because I've got it. About a tablespoon. Again, if you have a high-end blender, you can just throw in the seeds whole, and the machine will grind it up for you. And then if you want to, if you like a sweeter smoothie, you could put a couple tablespoons of honey in there. Some people like to use agave, but I've heard agave isn't the best thing for you. Stevia, I've heard, is a good sweetener. I got to buy some of that. Okay, again, I'm going to blend this on high until it's smooth. And that's probably the best that my old blender is going to do. All right, let's get this out of the way. Have a glass here. This makes about 2 glasses, 2 good-sized glasses. Nice and frothy. Gonna fill that right up. And we'll cover this. And I'll put it away and have that later. So there's my green smoothie. Banana, avocado, and kale. Let's see what that tastes like. All right, let's see what this tastes like. That's good. You know, it has a banana flavor, but there's something else in there, which has got to be the avocado. That's good. It's very light. It's lightly flavored. That is good. So excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my banana avocado kale smoothie.